Okay, so good morning, students. Today we are going to start with our English grammar topic. Okay, so I'm going to show you a very nice video. I think you know the video. Let us start with this beautiful song of Noun.
And a noun can be a person, place, or thing. Today I learned a noun can be a person, place, or thing. Today I learned a noun can be a person, place, or thing. A person, place, or thing. Grandma, sister, Uncle Harry. School, the mom, my town's library. Lunchbox, elephant, blueberries. A person, place, or thing.
For today is noun. So what is our today's topic? Noun. So what is a noun, students? Noun is a noun is the name of a place, person, thing, animal, or anything around us. This just now we saw in the video. Now let us move towards our slides.
हेलो टीचर,
Yes.
आप नजीम सर की तरफ से
Be quiet. Listen to the video. मैं उनके ही क्लास से हूँ. Okay. So today's topic is noun. Now let us move to what is noun. So as you can see here, noun. आपको slide दिख रहा है students? Okay. So noun is a person, place, animal, or thing. The name of such things around us is known as a noun. उसे क्या कहते हैं? Noun. We call it as a noun. So here are some examples of person. So what are the examples of person? Girl, boy, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa. Now here's example places are given: school, home, playground, zoo. Some examples of animals: dog, bee, frog, cow, lizard. And there are some examples of things around us that we use. So like books, flowers, mobile, pen, pencil. So there are many things that we use. So these are the things. Now, our today's important topic is the types. What are the types of noun? Now let us move and see what are the different types of noun. So basically, there are 5 types of noun. Can you see here? So I want somebody to read this. Rashi, can you unmute yourself and read this?
Yes.
Start. A noun is?
A noun is the name of person, place, animals, or things.
Very good.
There
Continue.
are five types of nouns: the common noun, the proper noun, the collective noun, the marvel noun,
Material noun
the material noun,
and
abstract noun.
abstract noun. So now today we are going to see what are these 5 types and how we can identify these different types of noun. Rashi, you can mute yourself. Now last year we already studied about common noun and proper noun. So these 2 types we know. So let us revise it. What is a common noun and what is a proper noun? So here we go. Okay, so common noun. A common noun is a noun which is used commonly for person, animals, place, or things. It represents the whole class of that kind. For example, we can say boy, but that boy says the whole group of boys. Now, when I say students, in that word, I can say the boys also, girls also, and everyone present over here. So students become a common name for you all, right? So that becomes your common noun. But if I say Rashi, so here it becomes a proper noun. A proper noun is a particular name of a common noun. So this difference we can clearly make out from this slide. See, common noun is what? Any person, place or thing or idea. So here it is a common name given to that particular place or an animal or a person. So for example, if I say there are many birds on that tree. So here birds means what? A common name given to all the birds present over there. So it can be a parrot, it can be a pigeon, it can be a crow, any bird, right? So when I say bird, it becomes a common noun for them. Now, usually they doesn't come in a capital letter. Now, what does the proper noun say? It has a specific person's name. So when I say, I can see a pigeon on the tree. So here what happens? Pigeon is the name given. So it's a proper name. Okay. If I say, so Amit, what are you doing? So here Amit is what? It's a proper name. So if I say students, what are you doing? So students becomes a common noun. But if I say a proper name, it becomes a proper noun. Clear? So this is the difference between common and proper noun. Okay. Now let us see some examples. See. Now can you see this? From this, the difference between both the nouns will be clear. As you can see, boys. Can you see the first example? Boys. So here, boys becomes your common noun. So boys is means what? There are many boys. So this becomes a common noun. But if a specific name is given, see for example, Ram, Prashant, Ali, Alex. So these are the names. Okay. So when this proper names come, it becomes a proper noun. Getting my point? Now see the next one. If it comes country. So when I say, I love my country. So here country becomes a common noun. So it can be any country. I am not clarifying or specifying my country. But if I say, I love my India. So here I am specifying India. So here India becomes a proper noun. Getting my point, students? So when we say about a particular group, it becomes a common noun given to a particular group. But if I specify that name, it becomes a proper noun. See, one more example is given over here, fruits. I love fruits. But which fruit? Mango, apple, kiwi, banana. So when I say the names of the fruits, it becomes our proper noun. But if I just say, I love fruits, so this becomes a common noun. It can be any fruit. Okay, students? Now, one more example we'll do and then we will move to the next part. Flowers. So, flowers means what? I like flowers. I like to plant flower plants in my garden. But here I'm not specifying which flower. So, flower becomes your common noun. And if I say I love rose plants, rose becomes your common, proper noun. So when we say about a particular thing commonly, it becomes a common noun. And when we specify the name, it becomes proper. I think it's clear, students. Now, let us see one example from our textbook. So just now we did our Gandhiji lesson. Can you see the board, students?
Yes. Yes. Yes, teacher.
Gandhiji was.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So here, Gandhiji was a great leader. Now in this, there are two nouns, right? So Gandhiji is a noun, leader is a noun. Okay, but here Gandhiji becomes our proper noun because here proper name of a person is specified, while the leader becomes our common noun because there can be many leaders. Okay, so as we saw the lesson, there were many leaders. Jyotiba Phule the, then Jawaharlal Nehru, Shivaji Maharaj. So there were many leaders, but here what is given? Gandhiji is specified. So that becomes our common noun, proper noun. Now let us move to our next type of noun. That is collective noun. Now can you see the PPT students? Can you see this?
Yes.
So let us read. Now who will read this? Nancy?
Yeah. I
Yes, Nancy.
will read. Collective nouns. A collect noun is the name given to a collects of noun.
Collection of
Collects common noun.
Yes. Considered
considered as one group. Example: an
army of soldiers.
Soldier, a bunch of,
A band of musicians.
a heap of stones, just of,
Jury of judges. Okay, students.
Jury
So
on
I'll explain you
judges.
this. So what is a collective noun? So when we give a bouquet to somebody, so there is a party and you brought a bouquet to me. Okay, so it's a bunch of flowers, right? That is a bunch of flowers. So we don't say I have brought 10 flowers for you. No, we don't say the number. What we say? We say we have brought a bouquet for you. So bouquet is a common word used for a particular group of flowers, right? So here collective noun is a noun which is given, which is a name given to some collection of a common noun. A common noun के collection को we give that name. So let us see some example. Okay, so students, can you see this? Yes. So here a class of students. Okay, so we don't say that there are 35 students, 25 girls and 10 boys from my class. No, we don't say that. What we say, this is my class of students. So when I tell you class, please stand up. I don't have to say numbers. Class means everybody is included in that. So it is a group of students. Understood? Next come circle of friends. I always tell you, you should have a good friend circle, right? So here circle means what? Number of friends in which number of friends that you have. So here circle is a word given to many friends together. Now see the next one. An army of soldiers. Army of soldiers means what? It is a group of soldiers together. So here it is army of soldiers means a group of number of soldiers together. Now next one is a flock of tourists. So here a flock of tourists means what? Many tourists coming together. So here the flock word is given to many tourists together. Now next one is a crowd of people. So many people, there are many people over there. So what we say, that place is crowded. We don't say there are 100 people, so I don't want to go there. No, we say it's a crowded place. So crowded itself means that there are many people over here. So crowd, this word is a collective noun. Now next, let's see the next one. A choir of singers. So here many singers come together and they sing. They play the music and they sing. So here choir means what? It's a group. It's a collection of many singers together. Now next is a dynasty of king. So here means what does it mean? It's a kingdom of king. Many people living together in one place under one king. That is called a dynasty. Now next one is a band of musicians. So like a choir of singers, we have a band of musicians, one playing the guitar, one playing the drum, one playing the music. So this becomes a band of musicians. Now in this way, so a group, a collection of something which is a common noun. This becomes your collective noun. Yes. So here we cannot use it for a proper noun. You know why? Because we cannot say a class of Alka, a class of Rashi. No, Rashi is only one. So we cannot use collective noun for a proper noun, because proper noun is a proper person, one or two, right? We can name them. But here it is a common noun, common name given to a group of common people. Okay. So this is our third type. Now, okay. So here let us take one more example from our lesson Gandhiji. So here the statement is Gandhiji had many followers. Okay. So here there are two nouns again, Gandhiji and followers. Now here Gandhiji becomes again a proper noun. So here Gandhiji is a proper noun. But what about followers? Can you see? So can you count the followers over here? No. Here followers can be men, women, and the people who used to go with him. So here followers is a group name or a collective noun that is given to the person who used to be with Gandhiji, who used to follow Gandhiji. Understood? So this is, so followers becomes your collective noun and Gandhiji is your proper noun. Okay. Now we will move to our next part. That is the fourth type of noun.
Your slide, sorry.
Okay, so our fourth type of noun is material noun. Now, who is going to read this?
Teacher Madhya.
Yes, Madhya, read.
Material noun.
Material noun. A material noun is a thing which is extracted from the
Earth,
earth or is used to make other things.
very good. Can you read some examples, Madhya?
Example, yes. Examples, cotton, what,
Wheat,
wet,
wheat,
wood, gold, honey, cement, sugar, water, cocoa, milk, salt,
soil,
soily,
silver,
silver, paper, plastic, silk,
silk,
etc.
etc. Very good, Madhya. So what is a material noun? So anything that is required to make something new and that we get on the earth or around us, that is called as material. So if I say I like the dress, but I like the cotton, I like the dress that is made of cotton. So here cotton becomes your material noun. Yes. So material noun is what? The thing which is used to make something new. Okay. So for example, water. We can use water to make lemon juice. Right. So something new is made from that. Gold. So we all know gold is used to make jewelries, right? So here gold becomes our material noun, right? Then there are many examples given over here, as you can see. Cement. Do we use cement? Yes. The person who makes the building, he uses cement to make the walls. Okay. Next, plastic. Now this we know very well. So we can see plastic products everywhere around us, doesn't we? So we can see bottles, we can see buckets, we can see many things around us that are made up of plastic. So here, material noun means what? Something which is useful to make something new. Okay. So there is one more example, wood. Can you see this example? Wood. So do we use wood? Yes. Wood is a material that is used to make furniture and many things around us. Don't we use it? So material noun is what? Something which is used to make something new which is useful for us. Now let us see in the next slide. See, as you can see here, a material noun is that what refers to a material or substance from which things are made, such as silver, gold, iron, cotton. Now one more thing we can say is wood, plastic, right? So these are some of the things which we use to make something new. Now let us see some example. Let's see some examples that is given in our textbook. So here it is. You can just read it in your mind. Don't say that. Gandhiji promoted khadi for common people in India. So here, let us see the nouns present in this sentence. So Gandhiji is a noun. Khadi is a noun.
India.
India is a noun. People is a noun. Okay. Now, again, Gandhiji becomes our which noun? Proper noun. Very good. People becomes our common noun. India becomes our, again, proper noun. But what about khadi?
Proper noun. Material noun.
Yes, khadi becomes our
Material
noun.
noun.
Very good. So material noun is something which is used to make something new. So I think this example made it very clear. Now, so we did our 4 types till now. Now there is one more type of noun. Let us see which it is. Okay, so here comes our next type of noun. Abstract noun. Who will read that? Ragini, unmute yourself and start reading this. Ragini.
Abstract noun. An abstract noun is the name of some quality, action, state, feelings, or idea. It's something which we can feel or think about but cannot touch. If examples,
For example, read the examples.
bravery, goodness, answer, movement, beauty, strength, freedom, death.
Very
Honesty.
good. Very good, Ragini.
Teacher honesty.
Huh?
Teacher, honesty.
Okay, Ragini. Honesty, yes. Very good. You can just unmute yourself, Ragini. Let us see what is abstract noun. So there are some things that we cannot touch. Okay, we cannot see that. Okay, but we can feel it. Okay, we cannot exactly see it. Means materially not see that, but we can feel it. Okay, there are some shades, there are some ideas like that. So for example, if I say Abhishek is. So when we want to say something about a person's quality, that can be our abstract noun. I'll just show you the slide again. Okay. So can you see the slide, students? Okay. See, there are some examples given over here. So abstract noun. These are the noun that we cannot. Can you see this? Cannot hear, smell, taste, touch, or see. So that we cannot see it from our sensory organs, but we can experience it. We can feel that. Okay. So like excitement. So there was a huge range of excitement in students. So your excitement shows the your excitement, jealousy, sickness, curiosity, pleasure, anger. What are these words? These words are abstract nouns. So these we cannot touch, but we can feel it. Understood? So these are the things that comes under abstract noun. Now we have few examples from our textbook also. Let us see the example that is given in the textbook about abstract noun. Gandhiji gave a lot of importance to truth, simplicity, and non-violence. So, can you read this sentence? Zian, can you read this sentence for me? I think I cannot hear you, Zian. Gandhiji gave a lot of importance to truth, simplicity, and non-violence. So here, let us underline the nouns first. Gandhiji is a noun, truth is noun, simplicity is noun, non-violence is noun. So here, what is Gandhiji? Which noun it is? Gandhiji is which noun?
Proper noun.
Proper noun. Very good. So Gandhiji becomes our proper noun. But what about truth, simplicity, and non-violence? Which type of noun it is?
Common noun.
No. Abstract noun.
Abstract noun तो feel
Why
करते
abstract noun, students? Because we cannot see, touch, or yes, we cannot see or touch truth. We cannot see or touch simplicity. Same is with non-violence. So these are the feelings that we can feel,
Yes.
but we cannot touch it, right? So that is why such feelings are called abstract noun. Understood? So these are the nouns that shows some feeling. We cannot touch it, but we can feel it. Okay. Now I think all the 5 types of noun are clear to you, right? Let us see what are these 5 types once again. So here we go. Okay, so which are the 5 types of noun? Common noun, that shows a common group of people or anything. Proper noun, it specifies the name of a particular person. Next is collective noun. So collective noun is a name given to a group or common noun. Next is material noun. So material noun is something, a name given to some things that is used to make something new. Okay. Next is abstract noun. Abstract noun are the feelings that we cannot touch or see, but we can feel it. Okay. So these are the 5 types of noun that we did today. Okay. One example over here. So first one, Rohan burst into laughter at the joke. So here there are 2 nouns. So first thing what you will do? First thing you will underline the noun Rohan joke. Okay. Now next what you will do? You will write the name.
Proper noun.
Rohan is a proper noun. Rohan is a proper noun.
Very good. Rohan is a
So,
proper
noun.
noun. So here, this is the way you are going to do it in your notebook. Okay, students. So first, what you will do? You will write the first. You will write the statement, and then you will. What you will do? First, you will write the statement, and then you are going to write the noun, and then you will write which type of noun it is. Okay. So is it clear,
Yes.
students?
Yes.
Yes. So this is your today's homework, and I'll be giving you the sheet. I'll be sending you in your notebook, and I'll be giving you this in the notebook in the WhatsApp group. You just write it in your English notebook. Okay, clear, students?